When you start to feel the rage and unimaginable grief start to turn into hatred, try your very best to pause it in its tracks. Calm yourself, breathe deeply, and remember that they want us to hate each other. Do not, do not, do not give them what they want. Yes, we absolutely have to share what is happening, and that means we're watching the worst kinds of horrors being enacted on countless innocent people day after day after day. The anger we feel as a result is natural and shows that our souls are not hardened to the suffering of others. It is healthy and completely justified to feel intense rage and grief in this situation. When I say do not allow your feelings to grow into hatred, I mean that is how the evildoers are trying to pit us against each other instead of focusing on them directly and them alone. This is not now, nor has it ever been, a fight between Jews and Muslims, the West and the East, white people and BIPOC people, but they use every opportunity to explicitly and implicitly frame it as such. And because new horrors continue happening every single day, and our emotions are running so strong and fast and have been for such a prolonged period of time, we don't always have the capacity to be as vigilant as we might normally be to how our unconscious thoughts are developing. I have felt multiple times throughout the last months that I was beginning to fall into the well of hatred, where I wanted so badly to lash out and hurt them just as much as they've hurt their victims, to the point that in those dark moments, I did not care that innocent people would also be harmed by any actions I may take. In those dark moments, the part of me that was still holding back my soul from being lost in this way whispered to me that my hurting innocent people would be wrong. But my rage did not care enough to stand down, and even started to make excuses for why they would deserve it. Then it whispered that the evildoers want us to turn on and hurt each other instead of them, and I would be just like them if I did so. And that was just enough to get me to pause, breathe, and make enough space in my heart to reconnect with my higher self and my relationship with the one who is all-seeing, all-just, and all-merciful. Anger can be used to fuel constructive action, as can grief. But hatred, especially in times of greatly heightened emotions, and with no time to regulate our unconscious reactions to the indescribable evil we witness all day, every day, is a razor's edge that even the smallest provocation may push us over the edge into becoming a person we do not ever want to be. I refuse to give my enemies any power to influence the person I am. What about you? This is something that I posted on LinkedIn about a month ago, and I wanted to share it with you all here for anyone else who might be struggling with keeping hatred from taking root and settling in their heart. I know it can be incredibly difficult. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. And we should all be striving very, very hard to be people who are not defined by the things and causes that we hate, but those things that truly align with our values. And if you are Muslim like myself, then also making sure that we are centering Allah and His will and His pleasure with our actions and deeds, and not getting distracted from that by the actions going on in this world.